So you're thinking about buying a brand new construction home from a builder here in Houston. And here are all these things about builder incentives and how they're helping you buy the house. Today, we're going to go through those things. There are 4 basic ways that a builder is going to entice you to buy. They're great, but some of them come with a catch, and we're going to cover that today. So let's get started. Number 1, price. This is the most obvious. If you have something that you want to sell and you want it to move quickly, you put a discount on it. You have a sale. Builders operate the same way. They build 10 houses. They start out with a base price of $400,000, and each house they add things to, and let's say the price gets up to $450,000. Out of those 10 houses, 50% of them they think they're going to sell while they're being constructed. The other 50% they hope to sell right as they're being finished, and then there's about 30% that go into what they call inventory homes. And these are homes that are sitting on the ground, that are ready, that are completed, and they're spending money every day for taxes, insurance, and paying their own builder's mortgage on it. And they are ready to sell. And right now in this market, there is a lot of inventory because people thought that the fall was going to be an interest rate drop, and it didn't happen. And so now they've got more inventory and they are discounting prices like crazy. There is one neighborhood, a brand new master plan community down in Southwest that I've toured as the new home guy, that I tell you what, because it's brand new, they're taking $50,000, $60,000, $105,000 off prices as an incentive to get you to buy. So that's the number 1 builder tool. The number 2 incentive is closing cost. When you go to close on a house, whether it's resale or whether it's new, there's going to be additional costs called closing costs. You don't just bring your down payment, you bring all these other things. You have to prepay some of your insurance. You have to prepay some of your tax. You have to pay this fee, you have to pay that fee, you have to pay a recording fee, you have to pay the title fee, you have to pay the attorney that looks over everything and drafts up the contract. And right now, one of the builder's incentives that they're doing is saying, we will give you money and help pay your closing cost. There is a little catch with that, in that there is a limit. You can only get 6% of the value of the home back towards closing cost. It's a pretty amazing incentive. It means you bring less to the table so that you have more money to do the things you want to do in your house, like buy new appliances, put drapes up, all the things that go with finishing out your garage. That helps you bring less money to the table. There's a third incentive out here, and this is the one that I think is kind of the most, I'm going to be honest. It's a profit center for builders. And so there's lots of room for them to play around. Is it dishonest? No. But let me tell you how it works. You go to buy a new house and they say, you want to build from the ground up. All right, we're going to give you $20,000 in upgrade allowances that you can go to the design center and choose and use. Let me tell you something, that $20,000, that's not going to get you what you want. When you go and you look at the standard finishes throughout the house, you're not going to want the cabinets they have, or the countertops they have, or the flooring they have, or the level of carpet they have. You're going to want to upgrade. I have never seen anybody not upgrade anything. And you think to yourself, oh, that $20,000 that they're offering me should take care of it. Yeah, not really. Here's how the dirty secret works. You want tile all through your house. It's 2,000 square feet, which means you've got to upgrade 2,000 square feet of tile at $10 a square foot. That's $20,000. There is your builder upgrade allowance gone. You just got to do your floors. You didn't get to the cabinets. You didn't get to the countertop. They gave you a $20,000 upgrade allowance. You spent that $20,000 on floor. That floor really only cost them $7,000. This is one of those places where they can make a lot of money, but this is also one of the places where if you have the right help and you have a professional, somebody like the new home guy with you, builders are willing to negotiate the most. Let me give you an example. So somebody I was working with recently wanted to buy a house in a neighborhood where there were lots of inventory homes, but none of those inventory homes were going to work. So the builder really wasn't willing to work on price. They were going to give us $10,000 towards closing costs. That's nice. But where were we going to get our deal? Well, they were offering $25,000 towards upgrades. When you go down to the design center, they had $25,000 to spend. We negotiated that up to $50,000, plus we got them to throw in a free lot grade of $9,000 and a free facade upgrade of $15,000. $74,000 worth of incentives. Yes, they did not get a huge break on price, but they got a great deal on upgrades. They were able to get everything they wanted for $50,000. They wanted the shower, they wanted the countertops, they wanted to kick out in the primary bedroom, they wanted an extra place for a gas line. Able to do all that, got the facade they wanted, and got the lot they wanted, all at basically base price. Absolutely amazing what you can accomplish with this incentive when you have somebody with you who knows how to make this work. So let's go to number 4. Number 4 is the builder buy down towards your loan and your interest rate. You say, Mark, what's a buy down? Well, when the bank makes a loan, they expect to make a certain amount of money, and they don't care how they make it. They can make it in interest or they can make it in fees. If you are willing, you can buy down your interest rate. Right now, interest rates are 6.78. And you can buy down your interest rate to 6.5 or 6% or 5%. You just have to pay a big enough fee. And builders are willing to buy down your loan to 5 or 5.5% right now. They're willing to take money, give it to the lender, and buy your rate down so that on a $500,000 house, you save $700 a month or $252,000 over the life of that 30-year loan. It is the most amazing incentive I have seen in a long time. And right now, it's pushing the field towards being better to buy new than to buy resale. Right now, I tell people, buy resale if you're buying in a location where you have to live. Otherwise, buy new because these incentives are so amazing. Here's the catch. Just like with the design upgrade, there was this thing of, well, it only cost them $7,000 for the floor, but you had to spend $20,000 of upgrade money. Here's the catch with this. You have to use their lender and their title company. That's right, most builders own their own mortgage company. They own their own lender and they own their own title company. And yes, they're separate and yes, they're kept apart by law, but they are willing to make less money selling the house if they can make money on the mortgage and they can make money at title. So your 4 incentives actually kind of add up. If you can get a good price, you can get them to give you great closing costs up to 6%. You can negotiate upgrades. Then you can get this builder buy down for your loan. I want to tell you, you can get a deal. So how does this work? I'm telling you, you need to take a professional with you. Somebody like me, who's a realtor, I'm the new home guy, somebody like me who can help you negotiate, who knows how to do this. And let me tell you why. That's because when you go into the builder's office, the person on the other side of the desk is nice and they're honest, but they're there to represent the builder. You need somebody to represent you. Guess who will pay your realtor most of the time? If you go in with a realtor to most builders, take them with you on the first one, they'll pay your realtor fees as well. I'm telling you, now is the time to buy. Now is the time to take advantage of these incentives. Prices out there are amazing, down $100,000 on a $500,000 and $600,000 home. Interest is being bought down to 5 and 5.5%. Take a look at my next video. Find out more about what's going on in this market. The more you know, the better you'll save, and ask somebody to go with you who knows what they're doing. We'll see you next time on my next video.